boys and girls. It's your old uncle, the Cowboy Contrarian, back with another review. Today, I'm going to saddle up and mosey on over to the wild, wild west of cinema with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, here's a film that's like trying to herd cats through a quantum haystack. Now, here's my take on this movie with more cowboy sass than a rodeo clown. Imagine you're out on the range, and instead of finding a gold mine, you stumble into a quantum realm. Well, that's what happens to our hero, Scott Lang, played by Paul Rudd, still looking good like he's drinking from the fountain of youth, and Hope Van Dyne, otherwise known as Evangeline Lilly. They, along with Hope's folks who've been in the subatomic universe long enough to have started a quantum saloon, get sucked into this bizarre world. Now here's where things get as weird as a two-headed calf. The villain, Kang the Conqueror, played by Jonathan Majors, is like if you took a gunslinger, gave him a time machine, and told him to conquer the universe. Well, Majors tries to make Kang as menacing as a rattler, but when your villain's name sounds like a brand of cowboy boots, it's hard to take him serious. Now the quantum realm itself is like if you took all the weirdest parts of the desert, added some trippy colors, and called it a day. It's visually, well, let's just say it's like a peyote vision, but without the spiritual enlightenment. Remember the charm of the first Ant-Man? Well, it's not really there anymore. It's like been through the quantum shrinker itself. The humor's as hit or miss as trying to lasso a tumbleweed. Now, if you ever wondered what it looked like if a bunch of ants had a showdown in a saloon made of disco balls, well, you're in for a treat. The action's as frenetic as a bar brawl, colorful as a sunset, but as coherent as trying to follow a map drawn by a drunk prospector. Don't look at me. Here's where it gets as disappointing as a dry well. For a movie supposed to kick off Phase 5 of the MCU, it feels like a 2-hour trailer for the next big showdown. The plot? It's like they threw a bunch of quantum particles at a script and said, let's see what sticks. Now, without spoiling the ending, but you've probably already seen it, let's say the ending sets up more questions than a cattle drive through a ghost town. It's like they're playing poker, but instead of cards, they're just throwing quantum theories on the table. Now, my final thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is like if you took the Marvel formula, shrunk it down, and then expanded it into a bizarre, colorful, yet somehow less substantial world. It ain't the worst thing you could quantumly entangle yourself with, but it might leave you wondering if the quantum realm is really just a metaphor for the MCU's current state. You know, expanded in size, but probably not in substance. If you're looking for a movie that's both a spectacle and a setup, well, this could be it, but don't expect it to make quantum leaps in storytelling, that's for sure. It's like riding a horse that's all show and no go. Well, that's it for today, partners. It's your boy, the Cowboy Contrarian, moseying on down the trail. If you have a mind, hit that subscribe button below. I sure do appreciate it. Now, happy trails to y'all, and I'll see you next time.